Tisk, tisk, tisk. Okay, this guy writes, I'm 21 years old and I have known about this shit for a long time but never really got into it. I did practice it for a while before I met my ex 2 years ago, and it's probably because of ASF I was able to. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I'll say some more about that in a moment. So here's my story. 2 years ago I hooked up with a beautiful girl, and we have had a great relationship now for 2 years. A week ago we broke up because we both felt it was time. We didn't fight or anything, it just felt right. Let me interject here. If the relationship was good, there would be no reason to break up. Okay, let's go on. We hang around a couple of days in the week as friends, although we cuddle and fucked and shit. So yesterday I had been at her place and we had a good time, and then today I found out that she fucked some older, in parentheses, like 25 years old guy the same evening. Buddy, I'm 46. 25 is nothing. Okay, let me continue. And he writes, and that pisses me off. Well, he continued to write, I can't help react this way, but Jesus, I never thought I would either. I want to fuck other girls now that I'm single, and I sure as hell plan to. It's just that somehow, when she did it, it felt like hell. I want her to be able to do what she wants, but why am I having this reaction? Well, first of all, you've had the pussy for 2 years. You owned that pussy for 2 years. You're supposed to have this reaction. Let me go back to reading. This will probably be the beginning for me. I'm going to learn this shit well. I need to. This kind of reaction is nothing I want to ever feel again. Could it be that fucking this guy has given her more value than me, and that is why I feel this way? In that case, me going out to fuck 10 other women is probably my only solution. Comments and suggestions, please. Oh boy. How many times, fellas, how many times have I posted that when you get the babe, you still have to keep the game flowing, otherwise she will get bored and start looking for new action. Case in point, this post. It has been said that over half of the married women out there cheat, and that was a ultra-conservative answer. And this guy was not even married to the girl. Well, first of all, fella, you need to move on from this woman. Her seeing other guys isn't something that you need to be dealing with right now. You should have kept your game skills up. As I've said in my podcasts, the fear of you leaving should be enough to keep her motivated when she knows that you can easily replace her at any time. That would have been her motivation right there, to stay on your team and to stay enthralled, knowing that she could get replaced easily. It is your ego that's hurting right now, buddy. You're amazed that she could find someone so fast and even fuck both of you the same night. Welcome to Reality 101. Women, by the way, this is something about women that you need to understand. By the time they break up with you, they've thought about it 1,000 times over and debated it in their head, the whys and the why nots. When she said it was time, it had been time a long time before that. It just takes them a long time to gurgitate it out and to actually act on it. She already been going through what you're going through long before she disconnected from you. And women, when they do this, they will find a replacement a lot of times before they even dump you or say, hey, it's time to quit this. She's already got someone else in line and lined up. That's why this other guy's there already. He's probably been coming around even before you broke up, but I wouldn't go that far to say that. This is how she can do what she did. She disconnected early, and now she's only using you when she is lonely and the other guy is too busy. I say save your manhood and walk the fuck away totally. It's not worth a cheap fuck and sloppy seconds and handing over your manhood to this bitch. She's already replaced you with someone else. There's no reason for you to be there. And if your relationship was that good, there would be no reason for you to have broken up. I'm sure she's the one who suggested that it's time for us to do other things. What happened was you got into the relationship, you got comfortable, and you got boring. Women hate to be bored, and she probably envisioned 1,001 times, am I going to have to spend my life with this boring-ass freak? In the future, keep your women enthralled. You still have to date them when you start really dating them. that means you still got to spit game in their ear. Also, you can never be a wussy to women. It sounds like you are because you're talking about you want her to be happy and all that bullshit. Fuck that. When a woman leaves me, I want her ass fucked up, and fucked up good. Because my women, they know without me, they'll never find another me. I just received this letter yesterday from someone that I had been seeing. And she wrote to me, was watching a bunch of movies yesterday, stupid love movies, was thinking about you a lot. I just can't get over my feelings for you. They aren't always this intense, but lately I have been feeling them more than usual. Figured you must be doing your voodoo on me or something. It's like you are the love that I am so glad I had, and hate at the same time, because I know that it will never be the same with anyone else. The energy, the intensity, the passion, the connection, all of it was and still is magical for me, and I have been missing it and you a lot. I don't want to know about all of your moving on plans. I don't want to know about your girlfriend. I am assuming it is all good if you are cutting me off completely. I am glad you can move forward with that part of your life. Just know that I carry you with me every day. I am still in love with you deeply, and as much as I have been trying to shut that part of me off, it has been an uphill battle and a losing one. I have lost lots of excitement that I had towards sex and things of that nature. Just honestly hadn't had a desire for it so much, knowing that it wasn't you on the receiving end, I guess. So, I don't need you to respond to this, as it may just make matters worse for me. Just know that I have nothing but love for you and wish you the best with your life and love in the future. In parentheses, hug, yours forever. And then she signed her name.
You're despicable.
Today I posted that the game is 90% psychological and about 10% physical. It's not something that you wear, it's something that is in you. You either have it inside of you to be able to use women like this, or you don't. It's not something you can put on and just pretend to be that way and then take it off another day. The successful players who make it to the top, that game is 65% in them. I say 65% because that is what was suggested by a pimp who was real famous in the pimp game. He said that the game must be 65% in you for you to even understand what I'm saying when he wrote his one book. And I'm not referring to the pimp game book. It's another book that's out there that was written by one of the pimps from the movie The American Pimp. It's either in you or it's not. You either have the talent for this or you don't. I have designed the show to appeal more towards the people who do have the talent. That's why I don't pull back on my language, or that's why I don't come across very vanilla or very squarish. I'm giving the game to you real and live from the player's handbook that I've written myself. This is how it's played, this is how it's done. You either do it this way or you suffer the consequences. As I stated before, when you get into a relationship with a woman, you have to still keep gaming her. This game never ends until you leave the game. As long as you're playing the game, you have to be playing the game. You can't take time outs because you jump into a relationship. This game goes on and on and on. The only time it stops is when you die. The game encompasses your entire life. It's not just with women. Every aspect of your life, you have to play your game well. And that game is 90% psychological and only 10% physiological. Rich men get rich not by doing all the hard work, but by getting others to do all the hard work for them. In this game, you do the work mentally. You study the girl. You figure out what her weaknesses are. And you do have the balls to go and apply what you have found to her weaknesses. If you don't have the balls or the manhood, or if you guys are nice type guys, the whatever word you nice guys use for low class type of people, then don't step into this game. Stop listening to my show because my style is for the players who want to live like a king, for the players who want to walk into a restaurant and be seated like a king instead of being like a waiter. A waiter is the type of person that's always running around trying to wait on somebody. This guy runs around waiting on women left and right. My style is to be like a king and own everything within your environment. It is my belief that nice guys are the ones who are caught up in the matrix. They took the blue pill and stayed asleep. The ideal of hurting women and being this nice guy, that to me is all part of the matrix that has been sold to us. Women have been selling us on this bullshit for centuries now, that we need to open their doors for them, that we need to bow down to them and put them up on a pedestal. I disagree with that. That's why I woke up to the matrix and saw for what it was and stepped to the outside of it, and I've never stepped back in again. I will never take the blue pill and fall back to sleep again.
Why, oh why didn't I take the blue pill?
I'm not saying being an asshole, because I'm not an asshole to women unless they try to fuck me over or try to cause some shit in my life. Then I'm the biggest asshole to ever see. But I don't believe in backing down or bowing down to anyone. And you guys who have seen me on the forums know I don't back down to nobody. I don't care if you're man, woman, child, grandpa, nobody. If you come up on me, I'm going to roar back at you. And I do the same way with women. I don't let women talk shit to me. I don't let women disrespect me. We as men need to hold on to our nuts and become the men that we used to be. I see modern mankind is devolving into these effeminate fucking males that are out there. I see the physiology of men, because I'm a personal trainer. I've been a personal trainer for 17 years now. I pay attention to what's going on, and the physiology out there is changing in men. Men are becoming less aggressive. Men are becoming more slight of body. The ideology or the physiology of the old original male is starting to disappear, and I can see the reasons for that, because we now live in very highly developed technological societies, and the old type of male is no longer needed. But that doesn't mean that man has to become this pussy male just because we don't need our aggressive side anymore. We still can be men, and we still can be men who do not back down to women or anyone else. So what am I saying? I'm not saying go out there and start slapping women out and raising your pimp hand to them, because a real pimp pimps with his mind, not his hands anyway. What I'm telling you is that we need to be men, and we need to stand up, and we need to recapture that original spirit of mankind that made man great. It made us the dominant creatures on the planet. This has been another Players Supreme production. If you need to contact me, write to me at